Hi everyone, Jordan Long here, or Jordan Moonlawn Long here, and today I'm going to talk about if I ever got to meet Vladimir Putin, what would I tell him? Well, I guess the first thing I would ask him is, why did he choose to have his land, Rushland, start a war with Ukraine land, and why he hasn't why he doesn't want to end it? Now I know that everyone has asked him about that because that's the big thing everybody's always asked him since 2021 why he hasn't stopped the war. Why he kept on telling the Four-Setter, the 4-1 Reichs, and the Under-Four-Setter 4-1 Reichs, and the King of the 4-1 Kingdom, and the First Wicker, the 4-1 Kingdom, and why he even told the Four-Setter of Ukraine land and the First Wicker Ukraine land that, oh, we'll get a deal. We'll yield. We'll stop the war. We'll make it right. We'll atone. And it never happens. So tell me, why haven't you not stopped that war with Ukraine land? Because I made an oath when I got chosen as the four-setter of Rushland the first time, 2 with time, 3 with time, 4 with time, that I would make Rushland great again. I know we can never bring back the guild of the Team Wickerdom Folkreichs. That's dead. That isn't going to work. But you can't say it's two wrongs make a right. The 4-1 Reich started wars with smaller lands. Yeah, mostly when landsphere striked it on them, or were warring with their friends. You know, Afghani land got warred on because they wouldn't give up Mohammed Hassan bin Laden. Iraqish land got warded on because they thought they had mighty weapons and mighty warheads. Well, it shifted out not to be true. But you can't say that two wrongs make a right and bring up how the 4-1 ranks had wars of other lands, so somehow that makes it right for you, huh? You're going to bring up, oh, well, the 4-1 Reichs went to war against Spanish land and Mexiland, you know, and Iraqish land 2 times, and Afghani land, and Vietnamese land, and North Korea's land, and whatever Libya's land, and whatever Syria's land. The 4-1 Reichs think they're the greatest land in the world. They think they're a overmight. They are overmight. They're the only overmight. I'm sorry, Vladimir. Rushland will never be a overmight again. Those days ended. After between 91 while ended, Rushland isn't an overmight anymore. And hanging out with Eastland, North Korea's land, Iran land, and Cuba's land, and Lois land, and Vietnamese land, and Syria's land isn't going to make you an overmight. And starting a war for smaller land isn't going to make everybody see Rushland as an overmight again. Hey, I'll end the war when I want to end the war. You know, all I keep on hearing from the bulls, hear from the four-sitter of Ukraine land and the first wicked Ukraine land, end the war with us. But they don't want to end the war with us. I keep hearing from the king of the 4-1 kingdom, and the first wicker, the 4-1 kingdom, and the four-setter, the 4-1 Reichs, and the under four-setter, 4-1 Reichs. You need to end the war. You know, Rushland will end the war when it wants to end the war. And when is that going to be? When all the incoming gal from your land, when your land goes belly up, and no one can afford to buy anything or eat or anything? Is that what you're doing? Bringing your land down just so everybody can see Rushland as an overmight again? The truth is, I don't know. The truth is, I don't know why Vladimir Putin chose to start a war with Ukraine land. I don't know. You know, a lot of folks want to say, they want to bullshit and say, oh, it's a holy war. Well, worship has nothing to do with it because the Ukrainish folk and the Russia's folk are Christendom folk. Alright? They want to say, oh, one land wronged the other. When did that happen? They're going to say that Ukraine land never truly became free from them. Yes, a lot of lands became free from Russian land in between 91, while even earlier than that. Whatever the forgiveness is for the war, it's sad. And you would think if Vladimir Putin truly believed in God and Jesus, that he would end the war. Because warring on someone, when there isn't any good ground, sacred wide to do so, is sad. And you can't go around and pull double standards and say, wow, the 4-1 Reichs did this, or the 4-1 Kingdom did that, to make it look like that it's right for you to do something. Because all other lands got scathed for their wars, even when the wars may have been in the right. Anyway, that's it. Hope you like this film. Give it a like, share, and playlist it, and I'll see you later.